Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hot Factor 92.3 Nigeria Info and Herringport Harcourt. I'm Dio. I hope you're having a fine holiday. It's the Muslim Salah festivities, so 2 public holidays were given by the federal government. That's yesterday, Tuesday, and today, Wednesday, 21st. Well, so back to work tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, I do believe. But I hope you've made the most of these 2 days, yesterday and today, that is. Thanks to Muslim brothers and sisters once again for the holidays. Well, it doesn't exactly affect some of us though, but it's good, you know, to know. It's relaxing to know that many other persons are relaxing right now. I guess you could say so. But welcome once again. Now, from now till about 7, we keep the conversation going. Got a few matters we're going to be attending to on the show today. Let's see. So, as I did mention yesterday, and if you have listened to the show long enough, you would know by now, during holidays or festive periods, I do not deliver a rant. I think there's plenty of time for rants, but when people are celebrating something, I like to just, tone it down a bit, if you will, especially from the angle of the rant. I just like to leave it out. And since we're in the spirit of the Salah season, I'm going to leave out a rant today as well. But some matter we're going to discuss nonetheless in the 3 o'clock hour. I'll come to that shortly. Remember yesterday, it was about the woman who, how do I put this? Well, who, as far as she's concerned, taught her husband and his 4 side chicks a lesson. No doubt they'll never forget. And the controversy was as to whether what she did was good or it was wrong. It was quite the conversation, not just on radio, but I also heard and was a part of a conversation as well, even off radio also. That was quite something. Well, there's something else today. I'll intimate you as to what that is in a moment. But I'll get your take on that till 4 p.m. before we've got the business news, and it's another Wednesday. So between 4 and 5 p.m. we've got Canvas, the Niger Delta Roundtable, brought to you by SPDC. In that hour, today's topic, understanding the petroleum industry bill. What is the bill? That comes up in the 4 o'clock hour. My guest for that conversation will be Taj Shobayo. He's the commercial integration and business venture manager with one of the leading international oil companies in Nigeria. He'll be my guest for that conversation in the 4 o'clock hour. That takes us to 5. We've got the news update at 5 p.m. and then another matter comes about. There were still discussions on the electoral amendment bill. It's one that hasn't gone away, and the controversy surrounding discussions or deliberations on the bill at the National Assembly is one that won't leave. I mean, whatever the outcome is, definitely it is a matter that we will keep discussing for quite some time to come, if you ask me, for quite some time to come. Well, here's the story cut to the Punch newspaper. And an NCC facilitated e-transmission in 2019. Officials deserve prosecution, and that's from some members of the House of Reps. Now, the PDP caucus in the House of Reps has called for criminal investigation and prosecution of officials of the NCC for alleged perjury. Leader of the PDP caucus, Kingsley Chinda, in a statement on Tuesday, alleged that the officials lied under oath while appearing before the House last Friday to explain the possibility of having results of elections transmitted electronically from across Nigeria. Now, following a stalemated consideration of the report of the Electoral Act 2010 Amendment Bill over the controversial Clause 52 Sub 2, the Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, had called for suspension of the exercise and summoned the NCC and INEC to appear and guide the lawmakers this Friday. INEC did not show up. Officials of the NCC did show up. One of them, of course, being Ubale Massacre, Executive Commissioner Technical Services. He answered all the questions asked by the lawmakers. But a statement to the PDP caucus goes, NCC lied to Nigerians on electronic transmission of votes and should face prosecution. The statement read in part, it was a show of shame on the floor of the House of Reps on Friday, July 17, 2020, during the consideration of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill. The Committee of Errors started by the House stopping INEC from appearing before the House to prevent the nation from learning the truth and allowing only the NTC to appear to discuss issues on the ability or otherwise of INEC to handle electronic transmission of votes. While testifying before the House on the adoption of electronic transmission of results from the units, Ubale Maska claimed that the 2018 technical report of the NCC showed that only about 50% of the polling units had 3G, while 49% had 2G network and below. He cleverly sought to rely on 2018 data in 2021 when they knew or ought to know that the internet penetration had advanced substantially in Nigeria since 2018. Indeed, a perusal of the NTC website even today shows that the Nigerian National Broadband Plan 2020 to 2025, page 33, says that by September 2019, the spread of 3G LTE had reached 74.2% in Nigeria. Well, more on this in the 5 o'clock hour. I'll be having as a guest for that conversation Chairman of the Korea Local Government area, Samuel Wanasike, will be my guest. What's the best way forward as a country, as a nation, as a people, as far as this matter is concerned? And other related matters will come up in that hour. Major news at 6 p.m. after the headlines at 5:30, and open season comes up afterwards till about 7 o'clock when we wrap up the show today. So that's it. Any changes, you will be the first to find out. Simply stay tuned. Now we're getting with the conversation right now. With I told you earlier, there's no rant today. No, there isn't. But there's a matter that I came across, and here it is. And I'd like to get your take on this. Well, there are several versions all over the internet and across different media outfits. But let's go with the one from Daily Post. You're representing a terrorist government. Man harasses Super Falcons in Austria. An unidentified Nigerian man has harassed the Nigerian women football team Super Falcons in Vienna, Austria, while on a train. The man accused the Falcons of failing Nigerian youth by representing a terrorist government. In a viral video, he accused President Muhammadu Buhari's government of killing Nigerian youths and kidnapping them. He noted that such government should not be represented, adding that the footballers have failed by representing Nigeria rather than representing the youths. Now, he said, quote, "I'm a Nigerian. I live in Vienna. You guys are representing a terrorist government. Every one of you should be ashamed of yourself. This cannot happen in another European country." The man, and he said several other things. Now, the man was, however, stopped midway as the Falcons prevented him from taking a video of their faces. And there have been reactions to this. I'd like to get your reactions as well. But I'd like to play back the audio version of the said man's comments whilst he was harassing the Super Falcons in Vienna, Austria. All right, so let's take a listen to that right now. It's about 5 minutes. I'll be back in a moment.
Do we even know what's up?
I want to speak to you. I want to speak to you people, please. I'm also a Nigerian. I live in Vienna. I seek asylum here in Vienna, and I'm living here for over so many years. And you people are representing a terrorist organization, a terrorist government. You Nigerian, you should be very ashamed of yourselves. Every one of you here should be very, very ashamed of yourself. I will speak to you. This can't happen in another European country that their youth are representing a government. Stay quiet, stay quiet, stay quiet. A football team should know that we are suffering the youth of Nigeria. Over 10 million Nigerian youth are abroad doing nothing. And you people who are supposed to know the truth are representing a terrorist organization called Buhari, kidnapping his citizens, killing youths.
Hey, listen.
Excuse me, stay quiet, Mr. Man. I'm speaking, I'm not causing any problem. Do you understand? Yeah, I am speaking to these youths who have refused to recognize. No, I will. If you touch me, I will call the police on you. If you touch me, I will call the police on you. This is not Nigeria. This is not Nigeria. If anyone who touch me will get the police. This is Vienna, Austria. This is not a third world country. This is not a third world country. You motherfuckers, you are representing a government which are killing their people. You cannot be ashamed of yourself. Don't push me. When you touch me, it's straight dick here. You asshole. Don't touch me. Go away. This is a democratic nation. This is not a third world. I'm living in Vienna. I pay my tax. I live here. So I'm calling on you, you idiots. Go back home. Don't represent. Be ashamed of yourself. Look at you. Look at you. Look at how you are. You represent a government which is calling. You are from Switzerland. I saw you a few days ago. You are a new citizen. I don't think this is how it's done in Switzerland. You are representing a terrorist. You should be ashamed of yourself. Lekki youths were killed. Over 200 youths were killed in Lekki Peninsula, and you are representing a terrorist organization calling yourself Eagles players. You should be ashamed of yourself, every one of you. I'm making this video. You touch me, you are in pain. Don't touch my legs. If you touch me, I'll put a mark. I want them to see my face. Look at you, look at you. I know you're Hausa Fulani. I know you're Fulani. Kachidan duri uwaki. Kagane ko. Kachidan duri uwaki. Cengiya maka. Ku terrorist atang not. Ariwa. You don't understand what the suffering you Nigerians are going through, and you are representing a terrorist organization. You should be the ones. You should be the ones to be afraid. You should be the ones to fight for your youth. You should be the ones to fight for every one of you who is love to touch me. When then two banker is then two banker. I'm telling you, you're idiots. Every one of you should be ashamed. I'm not. I live here. Look at you. You have no reason. Every one of you should be ashamed of yourself. I will video myself. I'm not afraid. Every one of you, I played for Julius Berger. The corruption in Nigeria drove me here. I'm a footballer also. I played for Nigerian Julius Berger. The corruption in the country brought me here, and I'm here suffering. You two should stand for your youth, are conniving with a terrorist organization to represent the government which is killing your people. You lived in Switzerland all your life. Is that how? I lived 1 year in Switzerland. I know how it is. And you are representing a dirty country which have no future, criminals. You should be ashamed of yourself, every one of you. I will post it. You will take this video. Look at Super Eagles. You call your name Super Eagles or the Falcon. You should be ashamed of yourself, every one of you. You live. I have a good life. I have a good life. Ask me if you. To change the system, this is what I'm doing to change the system. Yeah. I'm doing it to shame you people who don't know what is it to be a citizen, who don't know what is it to fight for a country. You are living in a country where the president is a kidnapper, kidnapping and killing its citizens. You are empty.
Oh, there you have it. It must have been quite the experience for members of the Super Falcons team. And apologies, by the way, for some of the very strong words and maybe not so radio-worthy terms or expressions that were used in that audio. Sorry about that, but I think it was important that you get everything that the man said, so you can assume the position or have an idea of what the Super Falcons may have felt while they listened and watched him address them. So, I'd like to get your take on this, based on what the man said and the reaction to the Super Falcons. What do you make of his assertions, or his harassment? It was harassment, really, of his harassment of the Super Falcons. When I return, I've got a commercial break to attend to right now. Discussion continues shortly. Do please stay with us.
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001.
Hard Facts with Dio.
Okay, it is Hard Factor 91.3 Nigeria Info and Heron Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. It's 3:30 p.m. as announced earlier on. There is no round today because of the festive season, but we're still having a conversation nonetheless. Now, I played back before I went for the commercial break. I played back the audio version of a video of a man harassing the Super Falcons team in Vienna, Austria. Yeah. And like I said, there's been reactions also from Daily Post. Will unmask you. Pinnock reacts as Nigerian man harasses Super Falcons in Austria. Machi Pinnock, the NFF president, has vowed to unmask the unidentified Nigerian man who harassed the Nigerian women football team Super Falcons in Vienna, Austria, while on a train to on their way to training on Tuesday. Now, Pinnock said, quote, "We're infuriated because these are young ladies who are our ambassadors and are there in Austria performing for major international competitions. That was a dastardly act by that fellow, and we're not taking it lightly. The girls simply wanted to go and sightseeing, and there's nothing wrong with that. They don't deserve to be subjected to such a diatribe by a so-called fellow Nigerian. We'll unmask the fellow and then take it from there." Your take on this. The lines are open. Call 0817 93 0002, 0817 93 0003, and 0817 93 0007. We're live on Facebook, I believe, on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Also on YouTube, search for Nigeria Info PH, and WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. That's 0809 030 6416. Via Facebook, Chika Raymond goes, "How can a team representing a country use public transportation to match venue dire? You check this out. I support the man on this issue." Chika Raymond, I'm at a loss as to what to say right now, but I'll try to keep it in check. They were not going to a match venue, Chika. They were simply on sightseeing. It was a sightseeing. They didn't have a match to play, Chika. So if you support the man because you think they were on a public transportation to a match venue, then something's very, very wrong someplace. Salama Germand on Facebook goes, "Super Falcons, despite its dominance at the federal and state levels, the guy's the joker." All right. Uzama Las Guaisium goes, "The Falcons were in Austria to represent Nigeria at Nigerian State, not the Super Falcons of Buhari. His rant is misguided. If I were there, I would not take it lying down. That is pure harassment." Chika Raymond goes, "How can a team represent?" Okay, I think I read earlier on. Let's go to the phone lines. I've got Priya from Abulem on the line. Priya, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Daya.
Hi, go ahead, please.
My own opinion, I feel very sorry about what happened to those young ladies. I don't think it's their fault representing this government. It's actually like what Phoenix said, it's their ambassador. So I don't think they should be subjected to such a heinous act from what that's Nigeria. If he's angry with the whole thing, I think he should do the right thing, not by harassing Nigerians over there. Sportsmanship, I think sports to an extent is a way of expressing love. There shouldn't be any racist comment or hated actions towards footballers or sportsmen. So honestly speaking, he's right in doing it, but not towards the Nigerians, those young ladies there. It's actually wrong. I do not support that. I do not subscribe to that. It's okay for him to be angry, but not in the manner in which he went about it. It's really wrong. It's really wrong.
All right, Project Radio for me. I got Noble from Malaysia. Welcome. Please go on.
Hello, Dayo. Good evening.
Go ahead.
Dayo, I support that young guy. I support him 100 times.
You support his insulting the Super Falcons.
Why did I say so?
Noble, hold on. I need something to be clear here. The issue is not his perception of the government. That's not the issue. The issue is his harassing and insulting the members of the Super Falcons. You support that?
Yes. Listen, Dayo.
Okay.
Yeah. If that guy didn't do such a thing now, you think that Nigeria could have been talking about it? Are we going to talk about it
No,
now?
we're not talking about his perception of the government. Nigerians are talking about that already. We're talking about his harassing and insulting the Super Falcons. You support
Because
that. Let's be clear what the
Nigeria.
issues are. Okay.
They are there because of Nigeria.
So anybody that represents
representing
Nigeria now should be insulted and harassed.
Because that is the only way Nigeria will hear or listen to Nigerians wherever they are.
So anybody who represents Nigeria anywhere should be insulted and harassed.
That is really the solution. Because if you hear it in Nigeria here, just only protest alone, just only to make a protest, like the Christian man will gun you down.
So can this man stage a protest in Vienna, Austria, without insulting and harassing the Falcons?
See, it's not because of that insult that we are talking about it now.
Okay, so for you it was a good thing.
Because of the insult, then I'm very sure that government have heard about it. They may be looking into it.
All right,
Because
so
more of this thing will still happen again. Believe me, more of this thing will happen. Don't even be surprised that. Okay, do you think this is why Buhari cancelled his travel to UK? When it happened 2 or 3 to government people, that will be scared to do the right thing.
I very much doubt that the president cancelled his trip because he was afraid somebody might carry a placard.
Thank God. Even they have said it here.
I don't know what you are thinking. Buhari what?
Yeah, Buhari on my chair said that he didn't visit this chief of army staff barrier because of Nigeria. How did they put it up now?
Obviously, you can't remember.
If not, if we didn't protest in this way, these people will not do the right thing. They know what is supposed to do.
No, your point is noted. I must move
to
on.
protect Nigeria.
Abraham from Cheba, you're welcome. Please go on.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Rather than look at the action of the unidentified man, I would rather look at the democratic nature of that country. And I just believe that if we really think...
Abraham,
yes.
I'm not asking you about the democratic nature of the country. I'm asking you about the actions of the man in harassing and insulting the Super Falcons. It's very clear. That's the only matter I'm asking you about.
Dayo, you are the one calling it embarrassment. And you should also know that that country is not Nigeria. And the man was really telling them, if you touch me, I call the police. So if it was your country, will that man do that thing and then be threatening you that he will call the police?
That's besides the point, Abraham. Once again, I'm for the last time, I'm making it very clear what the subject matter is. Do you subscribe to the man harassing and insulting the Super Falcons in that manner?
For me, I repeat, if that man was actually doing what is wrong, the police would have arrested him. So for me, the man didn't do anything wrong there. He was expressing his mind as a free citizen of that country and showing us what democracy is all about. Thank you.
All right. Wilson from Borokuri, you're welcome. Go on.
Dayo, good afternoon.
Hi, go ahead.
Dayo, I did not support that man. There is no point insulting those girls and guys. And I'm even blaming those guys. They would have not gathered him and beat hell out of him. so that we all violated the rules in that country, and then they will come. They will see who will face. I'm suspecting that that guy wants to come back to Nigeria.
But,
so he need a share.
But,
He's looking for ways to come back to this country.
beating him up would have, if the Falcons had beaten him up, as you say, that would have been wrong. That would have been wrong as well.
How? When somebody wants to misbehave, you pick him out of the way. Can he come to Rivers State to insult Rivers United? You find your way to another country. Nobody asks you to go. You go there yourself. You don't have a job for how many years? Then you are taking how many 200? Here is the people they kidnap. And are they talking about the one that they just kidnapped in Rivers State here in Kola House? 8 persons you are looking for? Or the one they kidnapped in September and Bonnie 1 year plus? It's lucky to come back to Nigeria and then to come and tell us those. You beat hell out of it.
No, Wilson, beating the hell out of someone also is the wrong thing. And by the way, to those who are excited about this, in my opinion, unnecessarily, and saying that the man was exercising his right, no. Nowhere in the world, are you allowed in the bid to exercise yourself openly and brazenly insult somebody else. Nowhere in the world, no matter how seemingly advanced the society is, that you will call that, the man expressing himself. Yeah, I mean, there's a right to freedom of speech, but it doesn't give you the right to harass or embarrass somebody else, or call their names, or use unprintable words or expressions in addressing them. Nowhere in the world, including in Austria, by the way. I just thought to point that out. I've got all right, here's gone. Victor from Burakiri, welcome. Go on.
Hello, good afternoon, Daya. This is Victor Marcos.
No, I called your name a while ago. There's no need to repeat your name again, please. All right, we got about 19 minutes to go before 4 p.m. I've got comments via WhatsApp. I'd like to read a few of those. Let's see. Dial, Maxid says he goes with this man. I can't represent Nigeria for anything as it stands. I think Nigerian, you should stop any form of representation. Now, if you say you don't want to represent Nigeria, that's fine. It's your right. Now, why would you want to attack somebody else who says that they believe it's their own right to represent the country? Do you understand this, Maxit? Now, you're exercising your right in not representing Nigeria. Nobody should harass you or insult you because you say you don't want to represent Nigeria. That's fine. So why would you then want to harass and insult somebody else? Because they have also exercised their own right to represent Nigeria. I've got John on the line. Johnny, welcome. Go on.
Good afternoon, Darren.
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah. You know, a lot of Nigerians, we have done a lot of things that are right for our government to understand and listen to the citizens. A lot of things that are correct, proper way of protesting, proper way of addressing our matters, but the government wouldn't listen. Rather, when you are doing the right thing, you are being attacked, you are beaten, you are killed. So people are frustrated and going extra mile to include certain things that are not correct. Because when you try to do something that are correct, see what our legislator did in National Assembly. And many other things. The people in the government and those who are closer to government are benefiting.
So John, when you sanction one thing that is wrong, where do you draw the line? Because you are saying now we do right things, they don't listen, so it's okay to do the wrong things. Now, assuming the man had gone a step further to slap or punch one of the Super Falcons, would you have still sanctioned his actions?
No. If you listen, we all listen.
No. Don't say no, John. I'm giving you a hypothetical situation. I am not saying that you punched or slapped someone. Get that right. You're saying your premise is we have done the right thing. They don't listen, so people will do the wrong thing to get them to listen. That's your premise. On that premise, you have sanctioned what I believe you consider to be a wrong thing this man has done. So I asked you a question. If we sanction one wrong thing, where do we draw the line as to what is extreme? So I asked you a hypothetical question. What if the man had gone ahead to punch or slap one of the Super Falcons? What would the reaction be? Because that's a wrong thing also.
that's what I'm saying. It's not proper. But when you are frustrated,
so he could have, so he can go ahead. So he can go ahead. So you will sanction that also because he's frustrated. He can even go ahead to punch or slap one of them.
That is the way government will. You see, when we don't see a good leadership to be able to address people, when you have children, somebody is not happy, are not listening to him, he's not eating, then you keep quiet. You don't do anything. Maybe when he misbehaves, then that is when he will listen.
Okay, let's go a step further, John. So assuming that he didn't just stop at slapping or punching one of the Falcons, assuming he had stabbed one of them or shot them, would that be okay also? Because he wants government to listen.
His application is a mild one.
No, hold on, John. I'm raising the bar. John, calm down, John. John, I'm raising the bar of doing something wrong to get government to listen. So, if he had gone beyond slapping or punching and he stabbed or shot one of them so that government will listen, that would have been fine also.
No, that would be the extreme.
Why would that be extreme?
We will do mild things that are wrong, that is still questionable in the court.
Oh, you are the one that will determine what is good that is wrong and what is bad that is wrong.
My brother, we understand what is the situation. The country, we sympathize. A lot of people are being killed in the north. We need
John, you are the one that determine how far we should go as far as doing what's wrong, right?
That is it.
Okay.
There's no leadership.
All right, John. So we will bring them to your court very soon, so you can determine what is wrong that it's okay, and what is wrong that is bad.
I'm sorry, everybody. We all learn it. We know what is wrong and what is right.
No, apparently some of us don't.
Nigerians, we want to move forward. We want to transmission of election results. We want the country to be peaceful. We want to be one united country. But our leaders don't want that.
Are the Super Falcons responsible for that?
Well, they are benefiting from the government.
Okay, John. All right, John, great to hear from you. I must move on, however. Patrick from Umepuricom, you're welcome. Go on.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tayo.
Go ahead.
Yes, on that video that actually went viral yesterday, the man could be heard shouting, saying Buhari is a terrorist. But anyways, you and I know that in this country, Buhari is the president of Nigeria. And the question is Buhari a terrorist? No. Is Buhari supporting or abating terrorism? No. Is Buhari fighting terrorism or insurgency in Nigeria? Yes. But by the way,
Patrick, just a moment. As I addressed a few other persons earlier on, irrespective of what your perception or position on the matter is, well, we're not discussing the man's perception of the government. We're discussing the focus is his attack on the Super Falcons. What do you make of that?
Okay, his attack on the Super Falcon is very, very wrong. By the way, these Falcons are there to represent Nigeria. And this man in question is a Nigerian. So he gets his passport to travel abroad, whatever place he is, with Nigerian passport. So it's as a Nigerian, I mean to say. And this guy from what I learned, he is from the same Mbano in Imo State, where I came from. So he attacking Nigerians who, by dedication, decided to support Nigeria in sports. It's not a good thing at all. You can probably in different ways channel your grievances, but not you attacking the people who came out to support this country of ours, which we all of us own. It's very, very wrong, and I'm totally against it. And for those who would want to do something or similar thing, please they should resist from such. It's not the best way to go. If you're angry with the government, if you think Nigeria is not doing the best thing for you, there's better ways you can actually channel your grievances, but not in this manner that the man just did.
Patrick,
I'm against it, and it's out of it, please.
Good to hear from you. I've got Dave on the line. Dave, you're welcome. Please go on.
Yes. Good evening, Daya.
Hi, go ahead.
The guy that spoke about Nigerians being frustrated was quite on point. See, civilization is an evolution in the human process. If government has, in their own wisdom, decided to deny the citizenry the right to peaceful protest, this is what the result is. If that man did anything wrong, I think the authorities, the law enforcement agencies in Austria would have apprehended him. Like you were asking the man, what if he had gone ahead to slap, or that would have
been the extreme.
How do you know he's not been apprehended? Because obviously from the video, Dave, just a moment. Because no, you hold on a bit. Dave, I urge you to hold on a moment. I am moderating this conversation, so please listen to me. Now, from the video we saw, it was evident that there was no security operative on that vehicle, on the train. So how do you know that at the next stop or at some other place or location, the man may not have been picked up by security operatives?
You are using the word may. It's 50-50.
You sound like you're certain. I am saying may. You sound like you're certain. You said if he had done. No, listen to me, Dave. You said if he had done something wrong, the security operative would have picked him up. That means you're certain he did nothing wrong, and two, he was not picked up.
Yes, of course. From what we saw, from the evidence on ground, you are talking. This discussion is based on that video clip there.
Exactly.
Is it not true?
That's why I'm saying that there was no security operative present in that video.
The audio that we hear, it is hypothetical unless it is brought to our attention.
You are the one who is speaking, raising facts that the video did not represent.
My time will soon be up.
Why you're not listening to what I'm saying, I don't understand.
Let me make my point.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the result of government frustrating its own citizens from peaceful protest.
So if a frustrated citizen, Dave, my final question for you, Dave. So if a frustrated citizen, I don't know if you have a vehicle, or maybe you have or you own a house, or you own a business place. So if a frustrated citizen comes to burn down your house tomorrow because he's protesting bad governance, you will clap for that frustrated citizen.
Our worst things not already happening.
Dave, answer the question, please. You will clap for that frustrated citizen.
Things are happening
Dave,
now.
I asked you a simple question. Will you clap for that citizen? Dave, great to hear from you. Moving on. I've got a favor from Women Christian line. Favor, go ahead, please.
My Adedayo, good afternoon.
Hello, Favor, go ahead.
What an embarrassment in such a country, Nigeria. See, like what I'm just thinking concerning the picture that the young man was trying to draw at. Say it is a Nigerian man. Is a Nigerian man? Hello?
Yeah, he claims to be a Nigerian, yes.
It's an embarrassment. The picture he was trying to draw is currently, like what is happening in Nigeria currently, nobody is supposed to represent Nigeria in any part of the country. And as me, super tackle cannot lose their job. They must represent their country. To the extent I go ahead to, if like wanted to stop or he has blamed somebody, it's an embarrassment to a full country of this nation. It didn't do well for me. In as small Nigeria is not working now, currently as I'm talking to you, doesn't mean that Nigeria will not work tomorrow. Because I believe that after this administration, I will work. I strongly believe soldier go, soldier come, Barack remain. Because currently our leader leading us down, from president down to senators and representatives, even down to the local government, they are not representing this country. They really paint this country bad. As you see that both the outside Nigeria, everywhere, everybody just misbehaving. Such a thing is even still happening in Nigeria. It's happening, everything. So everybody just misbehaving the way they want to misbehave. It's that. I believe that after this administration, Nigeria is going to be in a good name. Because Bible says good name is better than riches. It did not do well for me. It did not do well at all.
Very great to hear from you. I do have to move on, however. I do have a few thoughts that I must share, and I am pressed for time. I think my opinion or my thought on the matter is somewhat clear, but I'd like to make it even clearer in case anyone is uncertain where I stand on this matter. I think the actions of the man are criminal. I think it's highly embarrassing and despicable what he did. He should be arrested and prosecuted. And my concern is not that the man has, as I made clear, even the question I asked as regards this matter, the issue is not his opinions about the country or his opinions about the president. That's not the issue. And the issue is not can he publicly protest, or express his opinion about the government or about even the president. That's not the issue either. As a matter of fact, he has a right to do that. In the country, there might be challenges with doing that in the country, but if he finds himself in an environment where he can freely do that, it's okay for him to do that. After all, in the UK, other parts of the world, you have Nigerians who go to the Nigerian embassy or other public places and raise placards and engage in a protest. Many times when Mr. President has traveled to the UK or possibly other places, you have Nigerians who go to where they believe he's located and they stage a protest there. And they're allowed to do that, and that's fine. The issue is, why attack the Super Falcons? And for me, it's quite unfortunate that there are people who are hailing this action and hinging it on where people are frustrated. And if we are done the right thing and they won't listen to you, it's okay to do the wrong thing. And I asked a previous caller, so if a frustrated Nigerian comes to burn down your house because he's frustrated, will you clap for that person? He can't respond. So you are hailing somebody insulting the Super Falcons in Austria because they are frustrated, but in Nigeria here, if somebody burns down your car, will you hail that person? The person says, I'm frustrated, government is bad, I don't have job, and then he just opens your fuel tank and then he lights a match and throws it in there and the whole thing explodes. Will you say, yeah, see my man? My man is frustrated. You know what? My wife has a car too. Do you want to blow that one up also? So you can express your frustration. Are you going to do that? I think it's extremely hypocritical, if you ask me. So the police officer, gallant officer in charge, that slaps you on the road also and extorts you and collects 100,000 from you or 50,000 or takes you to an ATM and threatens to shoot you or kill you, and he tells you he's frustrated that he buys the button for his unit. What do you call Nigerian for to complain about it? The guy will claim that he's frustrated also. Or the young criminals who jump into your vehicles and take your car to some unknown destination or known destination in the guise of NURTW or whatever or other organization it is, and tells you to pay 50,000 before you can get your car back. He's also frustrated. Do you understand? He's frustrated also because no job. Government has not helped him. They didn't give him palliative. That's why he's doing that. So why are you angry at him? Recently, the D Tigers, the national men's basketball team, played some I think like a friendly game. I think there's another term that was used though, but like a friendly game against the American male basketball team before the Olympics, and they beat the USA team, and everybody was celebrating that. Everybody was celebrating that. I didn't hear one person say, not even on the sports gang on their show, calling to say, no, these guys are useless boys. Why did they represent Nigeria? If Nigeria Super Eagles were to line up right now in some international tournament, the World Cup for example, everybody is going to sit down in front of their TV sets watching. Some are even going to pray to God that Super Eagles should win. And here you are hailing somebody who is, and then where do you draw the line? And I have a comment here from a Victor Marcus saying, I wonder why you bring this issue down, even when you've taken a side. Yes, I have taken a side. You see, that's why I said I had to say this, because I think there might be some confusion. Some persons may not be certain. So, Victor Marcus, I'm glad you're certain right now that I've taken a side on this matter. Where do you draw the line? If you say that people can do the wrong things because they're frustrated, where do you draw the line? I think it was John who called earlier on. And I asked him, okay, he was simply shouting curse words and abusive language and insults at them. And that, as far as John was concerned, and some other persons, that was fantastic, because he wants to do the wrong thing, to send the message to government. So if you are going ahead to slap them or punch them, John was also hesitant, but he agreed. Okay, fine. That would be a good thing also. So what if he now goes a step further to stab them or shoot them? Where do you draw the line? If you sanction someone doing something bad, at what point do you say, no, this level of bad is bad? The other bad was good, but this bad is bad. It's an embarrassment. It's unfortunate, and all those who support him are being extremely hypocritical. Extremely hypocritical. Which of you who are hailing this man will have your child asked to represent Nigeria somewhere right now, and you'll say, my child, don't go? Maybe your son right now is called to the Super Eagles, and you tell your child to not go. Or your child is called to represent Nigeria in a math competition, maybe secondary school or university, somewhere overseas, and you say, my child, don't go. It's 4 p.m., a break for the business news, after which our Canvas and Adedayo Roundtable comes up. Please stay with us.